The sun rises over Rome, casting long shadows across the city. At the heart of it, a vast stone arena stretches toward the sky, its arches echoing the whispers of anticipation. Inside, the crowd presses together, 50,000 strong, a living ocean of excitement and fear. Suddenly a drumbeat thunders from below. Gates shudders. From the labyrinthine tunnels of the hypogeum, gladiators emerge, muscles tense, eyes wide, hearts racing. The scent of dust, sweat, and fear fills the air. Lions roar, trumpets scream, and steel meets steel as swords clash. The sunlight catches armor, glinting like fire, while the emperor's eyes sweep the arena, measuring every movement, deciding life or death. This is the Colosseum, not just stone and sand, but the stage where humanity's greatest dramas played out, where courage, brutality, and spectacle collided in a roar that could shake the empire itself. It is Rome's greatest arena of spectacle, power, and death. But behind these walls lies a story of ambition, politics, and secrets that centuries have tried to bury. The story begins in 64 AD. Rome burned. Flames devoured streets, homes, and temples. Amidst the chaos, Emperor Nero built his Domus Aurea, a palace of gold and marble, featuring artificial lakes and gardens that stretched for kilometers. The people despised it. Nero appeared more concerned with luxury than with their lives. When Nero died, the Flavian dynasty took over. Emperor Vespasian had a daring vision: drain Nero's lake, erase his memory, and create a spectacle for the people. Not a palace, but a monument beyond imagination: the Colosseum. Construction began in 72 AD. Tens of thousands of laborers, including prisoners of war from Judea, worked tirelessly. 8 years later, the largest amphitheater the world had ever seen rose from the Roman soil, a marvel of engineering and a statement of power. Imagine being one of those workers, chiseling the stones that would witness thousands of deaths and triumphs. Pride or despair? Which would you feel? The Colosseum measured 189 meters long, 156 meters wide, and soared 50 meters high, larger than most modern stadiums. Seating for 50,000. 80 entrances allowed the crowd to enter and exit in minutes. Hierarchy carved in stone. Senators in front, women and slaves at the top. Beneath the arena, the hypogeum, a labyrinth of tunnels, cages, and elevators, allowed gladiators, animals, and scenery to rise into the arena as if by magic. Lions, tigers, and elephants could appear in seconds, turning the sand into a living stage of chaos. And if that wasn't enough, the Colosseum even had a retractable roof, the velarium, a massive awning that shaded the crowd, operated by sailors from the Roman Navy. Imagine the precision, coordination, the genius. Almost 2,000 years ago, Rome had solved problems we still struggle with today. Here's a secret few ever see. Beneath these sands lies a hidden world of tunnels and cages, engineered for ultimate spectacle. If you want to uncover even deeper secrets of the Colosseum, exclusive stories that historians rarely reveal, become a member today. Enter the underground, explore the mysteries, and see what really happened beneath the arena. For the grand opening in 80 AD, Emperor Titus did the impossible. He flooded the arena. The Colosseum became a miniature sea. Triremes clashed, gladiators fought on decks, and lions swam. Spectators gasped in awe. Picture it, ships smashing where moments before there was only sand, waves crashing, men and beasts struggling to survive. If Rome could conjure the sea in its heart, what other impossible feats could they achieve? And this was just the beginning. Wait until you meet the gladiators themselves. Not all gladiators were slaves. Many volunteered for fame, wealth, or freedom. Trained in strict schools, they lived disciplined lives, ate specialized diets, practiced deadly combat, and formed alliances. They were Rome's celebrities, admired, feared, and constantly under threat of death. The famous thumbs up? Hollywood got it wrong. Ancient texts suggest a hidden thumb could signal mercy, while an extended thumb meant death. One small gesture could seal a life. Would you step into the arena, knowing survival depended on skill, luck, and a single emperor's decision. If you want to uncover more of history's hidden marvels, hit subscribe now. The Colosseum is just the beginning. Its secrets are endless. The Colosseum wasn't just a stage for human combat. It was a kingdom of wild terror. Lions from Africa, tigers from Persia, elephants from India, crocodiles from the Nile, even exotic birds and giraffes, all transported across continents to die in the sand. Thousands of animals were killed for spectacle. Each death a terrifying display of Rome's dominion. If Rome conquers beasts, it conquers the world. Visualize this. Massive cages rise from the hippodrome. The crowd holds its breath. Dust swirls as lions leap into the sunlight, their claws scraping the sand, teeth bared. Trainers shout commands, trying to control the chaos, while gladiators face death from both animal and sword. The roar of a lion mingles with the screams of spectators, pure adrenaline echoing through stone. Some historians estimate that during Titus's inaugural games alone, over 9,000 animals were slaughtered. Elephants charged across the arena, crocodiles snapped at men. Exotic birds were released mid-fight, flying over panicked gladiators. The Colosseum had become a theater where life, death, and nature collided in a spectacle no human imagination could surpass. And yet, it was more than just death and terror. Every animal, every roar, every leap from the trapdoor was a carefully orchestrated demonstration of imperial power. Rome wasn't just showing off, they were teaching a lesson. This empire commands life, death, and nature itself. Imagine being a spectator in that crowd. What would you feel as lions roared at your feet and elephants thundered across the sand? Fear, awe, or exhilaration? The Colosseum was not merely an arena. It was a statement written in blood and sand. Every aspect of the Colosseum was a message. Every stone, every arch, every corridor communicated power. Free entry, free food, grand spectacles funded by emperors. Rome reminded its citizens, we provide, we protect, and we control life and death. But the propaganda didn't stop there. The hypogeum, those hidden tunnels and cages beneath the arena, wasn't just for practical use. It was a psychological weapon. Imagine being a gladiator or an animal, waiting in darkness, hearing the crowd above, sensing the roar of lions, and knowing the emperor's gaze could decide your fate. Every element of the Colosseum reinforced the emperor's dominance. And the architecture itself sent a message. The amphitheater towered above the city, visible from miles away, a constant reminder that Rome was eternal and its rulers unchallengeable. The seating arrangement reinforced social order. Senators at the front, elites next, women and slaves at the very top. Every life placed in its assigned rank, literally carved into the stone. Rome understood something timeless. If you can awe, terrify, and entertain a crowd simultaneously, you hold them in your power. The Colosseum was more than a stadium. It was a tool of control. Show shadows moving through the hippodrome, gates opening to release animals and gladiators, sunlight streaking through arches, life and death orchestrated like a grand symphony. Even the mightiest monuments fall. With the decline of the Western Roman Empire, the Colosseum's games ceased. Nature and humans conspired against it. Earthquakes cracked its walls, treasure hunters stripped its marble, and centuries of neglect left scars visible even today. Yet, despite devastation, the Colosseum endured. It became a fortress for medieval families, a quarry for builders seeking stone for palaces and churches, and eventually, a Christian shrine honoring martyrs. Its function shifted from arena of blood to sanctuary of memory. Imagine the centuries passing. Once the roar of tens of thousands, then silence. Earthquakes shake the arches, stone blocks collapsing, and the arena slowly becomes a ghost of its former glory. And yet, it stands, silent, scarred, and magnificent. A place designed for death, transformed into a monument of endurance and historical memory. The Colosseum reminds us that even the most powerful empires are fragile, but their legacies can outlast them. Today, millions of visitors walk the Colosseum's arches each year. They photograph, imagine, and stand in awe of the space where gladiators fought, lions roared, and emperors decided life or death. Less than a third of the original structure survives, yet its spirit remains undiminished. The Colosseum is more than ruins, it's a mirror of humanity. It reflects our fascination with spectacle, our obsession with power, and our simultaneous fear and thrill of life and death drama. Think about it. If this place could awe, terrify, and entertain tens of thousands, what does that say about the people who built it and the people who watch it today? If you want to explore more hidden worlds, secret stories, and dark corners of history, hit subscribe. Step into the past, where every stone tells a story waiting to be uncovered, and where the echoes of Rome's greatest spectacle still whisper in the shadows.